Hi Macy. Today I'm going to read Pooh builds a house. Do you know who the house is going to be for? No, I don't either. And there's Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh. One day when Pooh Bear had nothing else to do, he went round to Piglet's house to see what Piglet was doing. But to his surprise he saw that the door was open, and the more he looked inside, the more Piglet wasn't there. He thought that he would knock very loudly just to make quite sure, and while he waited, a hum suddenly came into his mind. The more it snows, tiddly-pom, the more it goes, tiddly-pom, the more it goes, tiddly-pom, on snowing. And nobody knows, tiddly-pom, how cold my toes, tiddly-pom, how cold my toes, tiddly-pom, are growing. So what I'll do, Pooh said, is I'll just go home first and see what time it is, and then I'll go and see Eeyore and sing it to him. And he hurried back to his house, and when he suddenly saw Piglet sitting in his best armchair, he could only stand there wondering whose house he was in. "Hello, Piglet," he said. "I thought you were out." "No," said Piglet, "it's you who are out, Pooh." "Oh, so it was," said Pooh. "I knew one of us was." "Nearly 11 o'clock," said Pooh happily. "Just in time for a little smackerel of something, and then we'll go out and sing my song to Eeyore." "Which song, Pooh?" asked Piglet. "The one we're going to sing to Eeyore," explained Pooh. Half an hour later, Pooh and Piglet set out on their way. In a little while, Piglet was feeling more snowy behind the ears than he had ever felt before. Pooh," he said a little timidly, because he didn't want Pooh to think he was giving in. "I was just wondering, how would it be if we went home now and practised your song, and then sang it to Eeyore tomorrow?" "It's no good going home to practice it," said Pooh, "because it's a special outdoor song and has to be sung in the snow. We'll practice it now as we're going along." Looks cold. Whoa. By the time they were getting near to Eeyore's gloomy place, "I've been thinking," said Pooh. "Poor Eeyore has nowhere to live. So what I've been thinking is this: let's build him a house." "That," said Piglet, "is a grand idea. Where shall we build it?" "Well, we'll build it here," said Pooh, "and we'll call this Pooh's Corner." "I saw a heap of sticks on the other side of the wood," said Piglet. "Thank you, Piglet," said Pooh. "What you have just said will be a great help to us." And they went round the other side of the wood to fetch the sticks. "It's closed, the wood, by Grandma. Not allowed in it. Rough wood. We went with Mum and Dad one. I think it was the year before last." "Yeah, they've closed it. They don't want people using it, so they don't go there all the time and catch germs off each other." Oh. Christopher Robin had spent the morning indoors and was just wondering what it was like outside, when who should come knocking but Eeyore. "Hello, Eeyore," said Christopher Robin. "How are you?" "He's got snow on his back. He must be perishing." "I suppose you haven't seen a house or what not anywhere around?" asked Eeyore. "Well, who lives there?" asked Christopher Robin. "Well, I do. At least I thought I did, but I suppose I don't. After all, we can't all have houses." Eeyore replied. "Oh, Eeyore," said Christopher Robin, feeling very sorry. "I don't know how it is, Christopher Robin," continued Eeyore, "but what with all this snow and one thing and another, it isn't so hot in my field about 3 o'clock in the morning as some people might think it is. In fact, Christopher Robin," he went on with a loud whisper, "quite between ourselves, and don't tell anyone, it's cold." "Oh, Eeyore," said Christopher Robin again. "So what it all comes to is I've built myself a house down by my little wood," said Eeyore in his most saddest, melancholy voice. "But when I came down home today, it wasn't there." "Well, we'll go and look for it at once," said Christopher Robin, and they hurried, and in very little time they came to the corner of the field where Eeyore's house wasn't there any more. "Is it there?" said Eeyore. "Not a stick left." "Oh. Of course, I've still got all this snow to do what I want with, but, well, one mustn't complain." But Christopher Robin wasn't listening to Eeyore. He was listening to something else. We've finished our house, said a gruff voice. Tiddly-pom, sang a squeaky one. It's a beautiful house, tiddly-pom. I wish it were mine, tiddly-pom. Pooh, shouted Christopher Robin. The singer stopped suddenly. It's Christopher Robin, said Pooh eagerly. He's round by the place where we got all those sticks from. Oh no, said Piglet, and they hurried round the corner of the wood, Pooh making welcoming noises all the way. What have they done? When Christopher Robin had given Pooh a hug, he began to explain the sad story of Eeyore's lost house. And Pooh and Piglet listened, and their eyes seemed to get bigger and bigger. Oh, what have they done? Where did you say it was? Asked Pooh. Well, just here, said Eeyore. Made of sticks. Yes. Oh, said Piglet nervously. And so as to seem quite at ease, he hummed a tiddly-pom once or twice in a what shall we do now kind of a way. The fact is, said Pooh. Well, the fact is, he nudged Piglet. Well, it's like this, said Piglet. Only warmer, added in a deep thought. Well, what's warmer? The other side of the wood, where Eeyore's house is, said Piglet. My house, said Eeyore. My house was here. No, Piglet said firmly. The other side of the wood, because of it being warmer, said Pooh. Come and look, said Piglet simply, and he led the way. They've broken Eeyore's house up to make another one. They just thought it was a pile of sticks. They came round the corner and there was Eeyore's house. Oh, looking as comfy as anything. Eeyore went inside and came out again. It is my house, he said, and I built it where I said I did, so the wind must have blown it here. And here is as good a place as ever. In fact, better in places. Oh, much better, said Pig and Piglet together, and so they left him in it. Christopher Robin went back to lunch with his friends Pooh and Piglet, and on their way they told him of the awful mistake they had made, and when he had finished laughing, they all sang the outdoor song for snowy weather the rest of the way home. Piglet, who was not quite sure of his words, putting in the tiddly-poms again. I know it seems easy, said Piglet to himself, but there isn't everyone who could do it. Oh. So they broke down Eeyore's house, taking all the sticks, and made him another one round the corner, but it was a better one. How are you doing? It's been a long time, hasn't it? You're doing a few spellings and reading. No, I'm not either. Love you. Can't wait to see you. See you soon. Mwah.